Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 17, entitled Victory of Hiranyaksha over all the directions of the universe, texts 28 and 29. We will repeat the 29th verse, because 28th is without the purport. Tvam lokapalo dipatir brihrava virya pahodurmada viramaninam vijitya loke kila daitya danavam yat rajasuyena parayajat prabhu. Translation: You are the guardian of an entire sphere and a ruler of wide fame. Having crushed the might of arrogant and conceited warriors, and having conquered all the Daityas and Danavas in the world, you once performed a Rajasuya sacrifice to the Lord. Text 29. Saiva mutsikta madina vidvisha Dridam pralabdo bhagavan apampati Rusham samutam shamayam svayadiya Vyavochatango pashamam gatavayam Saha Varuna Evam thus Utsikta puffed up, Madina with vanity, Vidvisha by the enemy, Dridam deeply, Pralabdaha mocked, Bhagavan worshipful, Apam of the waters, Patihi the Lord, Rosham anger, Samutham sprung up, Shamayan controlling, Svaya Dhiya by his reason, Vyavochat he replied, Anga, O dear one, Upashamam desisting from warfare, Gataha gone, Vayam we. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Thus mocked by an enemy whose vanity knew no bounds, the worshipful Lord of devotees waxed angry, but by dint of his reason he managed to curb the anger that had sprung up in him, and he replied, O dear one, we have now desisted from warfare, having grown too old for combat. Purport: As we see, warmongering materialists always create fighting without reason. Hare Krishna. So we continue our discussion on Hiranyaksha, mocking Varuna here. A very powerful demon is making fun of the Lord of Waters. We can just imagine how powerful he was, because the power of water is extremely mighty. If you see enormous waves on the ocean or tsunamis, how destructive power they have. But obviously Hiranyaksha was more powerful than the raging waters. So he could mock the great lord of devotees, Varuna Deva. Yes, and although Varuna became angry, he curbed his anger and remained polite with the demon. Yes, and he said that he doesn't want to fight. So this is actually instruction for us, not that we don't resist anyone who tries to attack us because of fear, as we can see here by Varuna. But this is instruction of Lord Chaitanya actually. When he instructs Trinada Pisu Nichana Turori Vaso Hishtana Amanina Manadina Kirtaneh Sadahari, he instructs us to be more humble than a blade of grass. This is, of course, one of the most difficult instructions given by Lord Chaitanya. And to be as tolerant as a tree. And Prabhupada mentions in his purports to this verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita that one should not defend himself. If we are attacked, so it's other thing. If other devotees are attacked, then we should become ferocious, like Lord Nrsimhadeva. We shouldn't tolerate other devotees being attacked or offended. Yes. Once devotees were attacked, I think in Sarajevo, and Indradumna Maharaj had led the kirtan, Harinam there. So Maharaj started to fight with these attackers with karatas. Mighty weapon can become. Yes, and he's quite big, so he can. Obviously, he was very frightful to see as Lord Nrsimhadeva manifested through him. So yes, we should be very humble and fight only for the principles of devotional service as taught by our Guru. Yes, so we should understand that we are servants. So everyone is our master. No one is fighting their master. Isn't it true? Yes, we shouldn't fight our masters. We should serve our masters. So we should understand everyone is my master. But devotees especially, and our Guru is our master. So if they are attacked or criticized, we should defend them. Yes, serve them in this particular way. Yes, so only then we can establish deep relationship with the Lord, and we discuss this in our Dāmodarāṣṭaka prayer, and we have discussed 6 verses. How first Satyavrat Muni is glorifying Lord's Leela, how sweet it is, how he drowns everyone in the ocean of bliss, and then he expresses that he would like to capture Lord's form of Balagopala in his heart, and he says that he doesn't want any kind of liberation or any kind of boon, not even the benefit that is received by following the regulations of bhakti-yoga. Yes, so he wants only pure love for Krishna. And then he explains more in detail what is his desire. Actually, I'm focused on your extremely beautiful face, yes, which is being kissed by the gopi, and that can mean either Yashoda or Srimati Radharani. And also in the first verse it's explained that these earrings of Krishna is also kissing Lord's cheeks. Yes, so the Lord is so beautiful. Everyone and even everything wants to kiss his cheeks. Yes, Hare Krishna. So then he become overwhelmed with love for Krishna, and he explains that forget about this seeing you in my heart, even your face. Just I want to see you with my eyes. Please manifest in front of my eyes. Yes, he prays like this. This darshan, direct darshan, is very difficult to obtain. Yes, practically in this world it's practically impossible. Yes, it is explained in Madhurya Kadambini by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that there are different stages of purification from different kind of anarthas, and there are one type of anarthas that are coming from aparadas, yes, aparadota anarthas, and these aparadas are most difficult to remove. Most of anarthas are clarified on the stage of nishtha, but the aparadas, especially nama aparadas are most problematic. Nama aparadas, there are different stages of purification, and purna or complete purification is on from aparadas, nama aparadas, is in the stage of prema, but it's not the last stage of purification. Although it's purna, one may think it's fully cleansed. Yes, but he explains that still there are some visible traces of aparad, and it is compared when you cut yourself, there is a wound, and when the wound is healed, we can say it's purna, it's healed, but still scar remains. You understand? So there is still visible injury, although it's completely cured, but still the injury is still seen, that there was a cut. But only when Lord himself appears before his devotee, then the purification is atyantika, finally complete, completely complete. And then even this scar doesn't remain anymore. So we can see how rare is the sight of the Lord. Yes, Lord's personal darshan. So because of this, then Satyavrat Muni is praying. Kuvirat marjau bada murtyaiva yadvat dvayamochitau bhakti bhajau kritau cha. Tata prema bhaktim svakame prayacha namukshigraho me sti Dāmodarīha. Tata prema bhaktim svakame prayacha namukshigraho me sti Dāmodarīha. O Lord Damodara, as a baby tied to a grinding mortar, you delivered Kurvera's 2 sons from the curse of Narada and made them into great devotees. In the same way, please give me pure loving devotion for you. I long for this alone and have no desire for any kind of liberation. So he's repeating this again and again and again. I don't want to be liberated. I don't want even these bhakti liberations. As Lord Chaitanya is also praying, Janmani Jamanmanishvare Bhavatad Bhaktir Ahaituki Tvai. I just want Ahaituki Bhakti, unconditional love for you, my Lord. And here also Satyavrat Muni is praying in the same way, that his only desire is prema bhakti. Yes. Tata prema bhaktim svakam me prayacha. Yes, I want just prema bhakti and nothing else. Prema bhakti. Because even if I receive your personal darshan, your nature is to just vanish the next moment. So I will suffer terribly if I receive your darshan and then you will disappear from my sight. So if I have prema, then I can capture you in my heart forever. Then you cannot escape, even if you would want to. Yes. So therefore decides that prema bhakti is the only means to attain also the direct darshan. Yes. And he's also considering, how can I, who am such an offender, get the darshan? It's impossible. So therefore I should struggle for prema. I should struggle for prema. Yes. But then he's consoled when he is thinking how Lord is extremely merciful. Yes. Dinabandhu. He's Dinabandhu. He's very merciful to the devotees. Yes. Karuna Sindhu. And his ocean of mercy. Ocean of mercy. And also, he just delivered two great offenders, of Narakovara and Manigriva. So, even though I'm an offender, still I can hope for your mercy, because you showed your mercy and you're famous as extremely merciful. You're famous as supremely merciful. So, and you're always also famous by your Agatana Shakti. Have you heard about Agatana Shakti? This is the Shakti that makes impossible possible and makes possible impossible. Yes. So, even though I'm an offender, still you're my only hope. This is also the prayer of Narottam Das Thakur. Yes. I'm great offender, but still I have no other shelter than you, my Lord. Yes. So that should be our mood. Only we know how much offenses we have done in our life. It's very interesting that I've heard one thought a very long time ago, so I forgot. This was one philosopher who said something very interesting. He said that no one knows so much bad things about ourselves as we do. But no one has such good opinion of us as we do. It's interesting, isn't it? It's so true. So, we should understand, remember our misdeeds. Yes, they're unlimited, because the proof is that we are in the material world. If we would be saints, we wouldn't be here. So, Yes, of course, here is special place, is transcendental space, is spiritual world. So, you are special souls. But otherwise, everyone who is material world, in material world, he's an offender and sinner. Yes. So, but the Lord is famous by delivering sinners and offenders. Yes. There are many pastimes in Vrindavan that Lord liberated sinners and offenders. Yes. Besides these demons that he killed, and he also delivered them. For example, these two sons of Kuvera, Nala Kuvara and Manigriva, they were offenders. First, they were playing in Ganges waters. This is forbidden to play in Ganges. Ganges is the holy river. It's not meant for our enjoyment. This is an offense to Mother Ganges. Ganges, yes. For example, if you remember Pundarik Vidyanidhi, who is spiritual master of Gadadhar Pandit, whom we have here on the altar, he was extremely respectful to Mother Ganges. He didn't go to the Ganges during the daytime. Why not? Because people were so disrespectful to Ganges. They were washing pots in the Ganges. Some people were washing clothes in the Ganges, and they played different sports in the Ganges, like the Lord with his school friends. He played in Ganges waters, if you remember. So he didn't go to the Ganges during the daytime, because this sight of disrespectful people was too painful for him. So he went during the night, that no one was there, and he just touched the water of the Ganges and put it on his head. On his head, the waters, Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Yes, so they played naked with some ladies in the water of Ganges. So this is considered great offense. Yes, and they played in the holy place of Lord Shiva, which was again another offense. And they were drunk, and they were disrespectful to the saint of Narada Muni. So many offenses. But still, Lord delivered them and gave them prema also. And it is explained in Gopal Champu by Jiva Goswami that Nalakuvara and Manigriva became Snigdha Kanda and Madhukanta. Madhukanta and Snigdha Kanta. In spiritual world, the two personalities that were always glorifying the Lord's pastimes for the pleasure of everyone in Vrindavan. Yes. So they became extremely dear personalities to the Lord and all Vrajavasis, these two sons of Kuvera. Yes. So you gave prema to sons of Kuvera without any reason. So I can hope also to receive it, although I'm unqualified. But you are spreading this love for you without any cause. Yes. So this is another instruction for us also, that we cannot achieve bhakti by any means. It's bhakti is ahoitaki, without cause. Yes. So whatever we do, it's impossible to get bhakti. Bhakti is bestowed by mercy. By mercy of devotees or the Lord Himself. Yes. Pramande Brahmita Kona Bhagavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasad Bhakti by Bhakti Lata Bija. Yes, by Guru and Krishna Prasad, mercy of Guru and Krishna, one can receive bhakti. It's impossible that we can achieve it by our endeavor. Yes, but on the other side, we, from the same pastime, here we understand that we should endeavor as hard as we can. Yes, and this is, by this we show readiness to accept mercy, because actually mercy of the Lord is unlimited. Always we can receive it if we are ready to accept it. So we have to become ready to accept it. And our devotional service, our chanting, sincere chanting, and other processes of devotional services, hearing and reading and worshipping the Lord, should be done with all our heart, with this prayerful mood for mercy. Yes, only then we become ready to accept it. Otherwise, if one is proud and he thinks that he's obliged to get bhakti, bhakti will not come. Yes. And because people in this world, not just people, every living entity in this world, are so self-conceited that bhakti is extremely rare. Yes. Manushyanam sahasrashu kashyat yatati siddhaye yatatam api siddhanam kashyanam veti tatvata. Krishna explains in 7th chapter of Bhagavad-Gita that amongst thousands and thousands of people, one may be interested in spiritual perfection. It's not a rule that one should be or will be, but may be. Yes. And of those who have achieved perfection, only one may know me in truth. Yes, and this is a devotee. Devotee knows the Lord. And then Satyavrat Muni explains, I don't want just general prema. Svakam me prayacha. I want prema for you only, my Lord. Not for any other form of yours. I just want prema for your form. And this is also an instruction of Narottam Das Thakur in Prema Bhakti Chandrika, how we should be focused on form of Krishna. Yes. And he gives an example of this fixed attraction to the form of Krishna. Gives very interesting example of Hanuman, who is not fixed on the form of Krishna, but he's fixed on the form of Ramachandra. Yes. And Hanuman said that I know that Lord Narayan and my Lord Ramachandra are the same personality and supra-soul in the heart. But still, I know only my Lord Ramachandra and no one else. So this should be also our conviction and determination that I want relationship only with Krishna. Krishna from Vrindavan and with no one else. Yes. So I don't want any other type of prema. I just want prema for you, Krishna. For Radha and Krishna. Yes, this should be our mood in the line of Lord Chaitanya and and Rupa Goswami. Yes. So we could discuss further, but we don't have time, so we'll go to the last verse, the 8th verse of Dāmodarāṣṭakam. Namastestu damne spuradipti damne tvadiyodaraya ta vishvasya damne.
Namastestu damne spuradipti damne tvadiyodaraya ta vishvasya damne.
Namo Radhikaya tvadiya priyaya namo nanta lilaya divaya tubhyam. O Lord Damodara, obeisances unto the brilliantly effulgent robe binding your belly, obeisances unto your belly, the abode of the entire universe, obeisances unto your dear most beloved Srimati Radharani, and obeisances unto you, O Lord, who display unlimited pastimes. So here Satyavrat Muni is offering his unlimited obeisances to the Lord. He understands that the Lord is unlimitedly beautiful and his dearmost. And he first offers his obeisances to the robe that is encircling the Lord's waist. And it's interesting that he says here that this robe is brilliantly effulgent. Yes, brilliantly effulgent. And it's explained by Sanatana Goswami that in this case, this robe represents Brahman effulgence. Yes. It's actually emanating from the Lord. Yes. So he's encircled and protected from those who are not devotees by his Brahman effulgence. As the Lord, as it is the prayer in Ishopanishad, Hiranmayane Patrana, that please, Lord, remove this dazzling effulgence that covers your beautiful form and your beautiful face. Yes, here is robe representing this effulgence, and it is also ashraya, yes, shelter of divine light for those who seek spiritual perfection. Yes. And here he offers obeisance to the belly of Krishna's belly, and mentions that the shelter of the whole universe. So no wonder that all robes of Mother Yashoda were too short, because the whole universe cannot be encircled by the robes which are part of the universe. So you cannot, with the part, you cannot go around the whole, isn't it? Yeah, so part cannot encircle the whole. And the Lord's belly is not just that he contains, practically it's beyond the universe and only contains the universe. And it is mentioned many times. One such instance is that the lotus flower sprang from the Lord's belly. And this lotus flower, Brahma was born, and when he was searching for his source, he went to the stem of the lotus flower, and in this stem the whole universes are situated. The whole universe is situated in the stem of the lotus. So yes, and the next time, once Mother Yashoda was breastfeeding Krishna, and then Krishna yawned, and Mother Yashoda saw the whole universe in Krishna's belly. She saw the universe twice. Once when Krishna yawned, and the second time when Krishna ate dirt. And he was afraid that he will be caught by his mother, so he showed his universal form. Practically, he showed the whole universe in his mouth. But when he yawned, it is explained that Mother Yashoda saw the universe in her child's belly. Yes, so the whole universe is situated in the Lord's belly. Yes, and when Markandeya Rishi wanted to see the power of Maya, he was cast in this unlimited ocean of material existence. And after thousands and thousands of years of floating in these ferocious waters, he saw a baby Krishna on the banyan leaf, and how he was sucking his toe. And then he opened his mouth, and everything entered his belly. So everything is in the Lord's belly. Hare Krishna. But although no rope can encircle such extreme vast space as practically all the universes, not just one universe is in the belly, but all the universes are in Lord's belly. No rope from one tiny universe can encircle Lord's belly. Not possible. But still, Mother Yashoda bound such unlimited belly by her love, actually, only by her love. Therefore, this universe here is bound by love to the Lord. Yes. So you've been bound by love. So I want to be bound also. As you are bound by love, I also want to be bound by love. Therefore, I pray for prema. Prema is bondage of love. Yes. Actually, no one is ever liberated. Everyone is bound, helplessly bound. Either we are bound in material world, or we are bound by prema. Yes. By love for Krishna. Yes, we are always under the influence of some superior power, and therefore we are Tatashta Shakti. Yes, we are not independent Shakti. We are always under the influence either Lord's external nature or internal nature. Yes. So, and then he offers unlimited obeisance to Srimati Radhika Rani. Yes. Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya. I offer obeisance unto Srimati Radharani, who is your dearmost beloved. And here is expressed not just to Srimati Radharani. He actually offers obeisance to all the gopis, but because Srimati Radharani is foremost of the gopis, he offers obeisance to her. Yes. By her mercy, I can hope to receive everything that I desire. By mercy of Srimati Radharani. Yes. And not just what I desire, but even things I cannot even imagine. So by Radharani's mercy, we can hope to get even things that we cannot imagine. Yes. Therefore, we should take shelter of Radharani. The conclusion of this Dāmodarāṣṭaka is to take shelter of Srimati Radharani and the gopis. And Radharani is Aradhana. That means perfect worshipful. worshipper of Lord Krishna. She worships Krishna with everything that exists. Actually, whatever we see, whatever we perceive, is just meant for Krishna's pleasure. This is manifestation of Srimati Radharani. So, if we don't use it for Krishna's pleasure, for Krishna's service, that we have Ravana mentality. Ravana wanted to abduct Sita for his own pleasure. Yes. But he was cheated. He didn't receive Sita that he hoped to receive, but he received Maya. Yes. So if we are not servants of Krishna, and even though we may be counted as devotees, but if we use these facilities that we have for our selfish purposes, with desire for personal sense gratification or any other desire than service to Krishna, then we still have reminder of Ravana mentality. So we should give it up, or rather we should pray to Krishna to help us remove it from our heart, because we cannot remove it on our own. Devi hiesha gunamayi mama maya duratya mam eva yi prapadanti maya metantarantiti. It's impossible to overcome this maya. It's so powerful. Yes. And we are completely tiny little living entities. So, mam eva ye prapadanti. Only if you surrender unto me, you can go beyond it. Yes, it's not in your power to overcome it. No. Therefore, we should be even more humble by understanding this. I'm powerless. I can count only on your mercy. I hope only to receive your mercy. I'm completely dependent on your mercy. So please, Lord, please help me. And I take shelter of Srimati Radharani, who's Lord Dearmost, and she's actually the goddess of also, her expansion is also Durga. Yes. And we have to take shelter. Mahatmanas tumam parta devim prakritim ashita. Lord Krishna explains in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad-gita that Mahatmas take shelter of devim prakritim. Yes. And those who are not Mahatmas, who are Duratmas, they take shelter of Prakriti Mohinim. Yes, of illusory energy. But Mahatmas, they take shelter of Lord's internal energy. That means Srimati Radharani. So, Srimati Radharani is our only hope to receive mercy, to be counted as Krishna's servant. Yes, because she's the head servant, we can say. Therefore, our Guru is also a representative of Srimati Radharani. Yes. Only if we take shelter of her, we can hope for mercy. Actually, Radha and Krishna are one soul in two bodies. To enjoy this loving relationship, this love, this exchange of love. Yes, Krishna is one. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yach jnanam advayam brahmati paramatmati bhagavaniti shabdate. Krishna is one absolute truth, one advaya jnana, non-dual consciousness. But still, he expands just to enjoy. Just to enjoy. And she's the foremost Shakti of enjoyment. She's Hladini Shakti. So, And also we are extremely tiny expansions of Krishna, of Srimati Radharani actually, because we are also Shakti. And all Shaktis emanate from Srimati Radharani. So we are tiny sparks of her energy meant for Krishna's pleasure. So when we engage in devotional service, when we engage others in devotional service through preaching, we are uniting Radha and Krishna together. Yes. And therefore, Srila Prabhupada said, preaching is the essence. Because by preaching, we are uniting Radha and Krishna together. And this is the business of manjaris. Yes. So, our movement is the movement of manjari bhava. That our only meditation is to bring Radha and Krishna together. And this is done through preaching in this world. Therefore, Prabhupada said, preaching is the essence. So if we don't preach, everything is lost in our spiritual life. And everyone can be a preacher, some way or another. Even if one is a housewife or a sannyasi or some grihasta working outside. Still, just by our attitude, we preach. There is a famous saint, maybe you have heard of him, Saint Francis of Assisi. Have you heard about Saint Francis of Assisi? Yes, he's most famous Catholic saint. And he was completely dedicated to the Lord. Actually, he was sannyasi. Yes, he was a mendicant monk. And this is in our culture, this is sannyasi. And he said that one should preach constantly, but only if there is great need, one can say something. So yes, preaching is not just speaking. Preaching is our life attitude. So if everything is used for Krishna's service, we are the best preachers. Yes. We are the best preachers. And we should, of course, engage others in spiritual life. If we are parents, then our foremost duty is to bring our children to Krishna consciousness. Yes. There is no other duty actually for the parents. Everything can collapse, and it will collapse sooner or later. It's just a question of time. But only if we give them Krishna consciousness, that will remain. Nothing else will remain. Yes. To give them food and clothing is of course our duty. But even if we can't afford food and roof above the head, doesn't matter. This is not so important. Important is to give them Krishna consciousness. Yes. This is important. Yes. This stays for eternity. It's roof and clothing and food. Everything will be lost very soon. Very soon. You turn a few times around and it's lost. Yes, it's destroyed. But Krishna consciousness is the only real thing. Everything else is just illusion. It's needed, but it's not our priority. Priority is Krishna consciousness. We should have such mentality, and then this is through preaching. Yes. So we can see from this prayer, this full of these deep philosophical meanings for us. It's not just about the pastime of Mother Yashoda and Krishna. It's also about our spiritual life, how to connect to Krishna, and how to surrender to Srimati Radharani, how to surrender to her servants, yes, her maidservants, yes, and be always engaged in the service of Srimati Radharani, in uniting her with Krishna through our preaching, yes. And this should also become our internal meditation. At least if it's not possible for us, we should pray for it. Yes, from the core of our heart, we should pray, please Lord, give me your mercy. I want to have your mercy. And we show our sincerity by our sincere endeavors. Our chanting is foremost. Chanting is foremost. And also hearing and reading. We should read, hear, and chant with all our heart. Yes. Don't allow any distraction. Yes. Don't be superficial in your spiritual life. If you are superficial, you'll be cheated. Don't be superficial. Don't count your rounds and doing other things with some clicker, something like this, just to finish my rounds. Yes. If this is our mentality, just to finish our rounds, our achievement will be finished rounds. And nothing else. Which is good to some degree. But it's not our goal just to finish our rounds. Our goal is to develop Prema Bhakti. Yes. As Satyavrat Muni here is praying, I just want Prema Bhakti. And Prema Bhakti will not come with just finished rounds. Yes. Yes. People, especially in this age, are extremely spiritually lazy. And therefore they think that everything will come just automatically. I just move my lips and finish my rounds. And someday I will wake up as pure devotee. With love, with heart full of prema. But this is illusion. This is sheer illusion. You should pray for it, hanker for it, cry for it, every day, without exception. Hare Krishna. Is there any question or comment? Yes, please.
Unconditionality. Would it be so wonderful to understand Lord's unconditionality better? And there are lots of books of it, but not from bhakti perspective.
On what?
Bhakti perspective.
On what?
Bhakti perspective of unconditionality.
Unconditionality.
What
Yes.
is Krishna's unconditional love? And I can just, I'm yearning to hear your...
Yes. Unconditional means without any condition. So, condition means business deal, basically. If you do this, I will do that. This is condition. Yes. If you want to enter some country that demands a visa for entrance, so if you have visa, you will be allowed to enter the country. This is the condition. But Krishna doesn't require any condition. He's unconditionally loving. And bhakti is also unconditional, ahetuki. It's paramasvatantra. And Krishna is also svatantra. That means completely independent. Yes, so that means that he unconditionally loves you and everyone, and unlimitedly. Yes, because there is no limits to him, no conditions. So that means that by no means we can achieve it also. Because if we would be able to achieve it, that means it can be traded. You understand? This is a payment that you get it, you can get it, but there is no payment that we can give. Therefore, the only requirement is faith and desire. Because without faith, we will not want it. Even if we are given, we will not take it. And desire also. Desire the faith is expressed through desire. We desire something that we have faith in. Yes. We don't desire things that we don't have faith. Understand? So if someone would offer me, if you do this and this and this, I will give you 10 million euros. If I have faith in his words, I will do it very enthusiastically. But if I wouldn't have faith in his words, I wouldn't do anything. Because I would say, oh, this is just words. He wanted to play fool on me, so I won't do anything. So if we have faith in something, then the desire develops for this thing. So if we don't have strong desire to attain prima bhakti, it means that we don't have real faith in it. Yes. And therefore, from Shastra we should understand first, and then we should pray to develop our desire for it. Yes. Then only we can open our heart to receive this unconditional love. It's available for everyone. Ye atamam prapadanti tam sateva pajamaham. As one surrenders unto me, I respond accordingly, says Krishna. And then this seems to be very conditional. But it's unconditional because it's available for everyone. Yes, it's available for everyone for all eternity. For example, if there is rain falling, and so this rainwater is available for every pot to be filled. But if you turn your pot upside down, even if there is heavy rain, not even a drop will come to your pot. So, although this rain will fill your pot unconditionally, but if you turned it around, not even a drop of it will come to your pot. So it's the same with our devotional life. If we turn our heart away from Krishna, not even a drop of mercy will come. But this doesn't mean that Krishna's mercy is conditional, but we just turn our heart away. So if we turn our heart to receive Krishna's mercy, we will receive it unconditionally. Hare Krishna. This answers your question? Hare Krishna. Yes.
I was thinking as we were throughout the sessions, Satyavrata Muni, who is he? Which line is he coming from? When and where? Do you know something about him?
Unfortunately, I don't know. I think this prayer appears in Padma Purana or where, in one of the Puranas, and it's part of our tradition to worship this Dāmodarāṣṭaka. Yes, this in the month of Kārttika. So I don't know any details about Satyavrata Muni. Obviously, he was Gopal Bhakta. Does anyone know anything about Satyavrata Muni? Any details? No? So, interesting question. You can search and let me know if you find out. Anything else? Yes, please.
You mentioned that we should be humble, but like if others are hurt or others are in pain, we should try to help them. But for ourselves, we should still stay humble. How is it?
Yes. This is a recommendation of Lord Chaitanya. To remain humble, even though we may be mistreated. And this is not just Lord Chaitanya's instruction, but it's also mentioned in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Tattenu kampam susamikṣamano bunjana evatma kritam vipakam hritvakva purbir vedadanamasti jivita mukti pati sadayabhak. Those devotees who willingly accepts suffering and tribulations and misuse, we can say, and they understand that this is just the reaction to my misdeeds, and still glorifying the Lord with their words, their body and their mind, they're eligible to achieve prema. Yes, the true moksha. Yes. So we are conditioned in this world, especially to 4 things: eating, sleeping, sex, and defending. So it's very difficult to give any of these up. Therefore, those who give sex life are glorified. Even kings bow down before them. Yes. And they're called Maharajas. Great kings. And of course, we know that food is impossible practically to give up. And sleep also. Even Goswamis from Vrindavan, they slept an hour per day. Still, they couldn't give up completely sleep. And Prabhupada slept 2 hours per day. Yes, from 10 to midnight. So, we should try to give up these last 2, sex and defending, if possible. Of course, if you are not on this level, to understand and be grateful for tribulations in our life, and don't protest and defend ourselves, if we take grudge and we are just silent on the surface, then it's better to react as you're used to. Otherwise, you'll explode one time. You'll do more harm to yourself. So you have to strive for this humble attitude, but not be superficial and artificial. Yes. So if you act like this, in this humble way, then you should also be forgiving, and this is also Vaishnava quality. And understand that actually everything comes from Krishna. Krishna is sending this offender to me to teach me how to behave humbly, how to see Krishna in every reversal in life. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Yeah, I just looked up who is Satyavati.
Yes, please share.
It says like this. Satyavati associated with the Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. The exact time period in which he lived is not clearly mentioned in the provided context. However, based on the connection to the Padma Purana and the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, it is evident that he is a revered figure in this spiritual lineage.
Yes, this is what we have already said, yes. Hare Krishna, yes. Okay, you had a question, Shyam? No. Anything else?
What was the name of this? You said some Shakti that makes possible and impossible.
Agata-gatana Shakti.
Agata-gatana.
Yes. It is mentioned in 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam in the purports of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, and also in other places. Yes. Agata-gatana Shakti. Yes. Hare Krishna. Kantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hare Krishna. Please accept